This is Eric Stoller. We're back at the Eric Stoller Show with Carlos Garcia. Now, there's a reason why I've been working out with Carlos. You know, there's lots of people that I can work out with. We have a past history, but Carlos is going to tell you a little bit about his background. Carlos, I want you to share with us a little bit about your certifications that you've acquired over time, you know, as a trainer.
Definitely. So I'm NASM certified. That's stands for National Academy of Sports Medicine.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like one of the top brands out there. Really good, reputable brand.
And so, what do they have you doing to get the certification? What's the training you need to go through?
Pretty much like building the bottom from like the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, just building it by blocks. So like.
When you say building it by blocks, you're talking how somebody transform their body?
Their body, their body, for sure. So yeah, first we start with like core, like the fundamentals.
Okay.
So yeah, you start with core, and then you build up from there. So then you get into more, just like 1 or 2 exercises for legs, 1 or 2 exercises for chest, just to, build up the body slowly. Once you graduate from there, then you get more technical. So like 5 or 6 exercises for muscles. I mean, for certain muscles, yeah, I guess technical.
Okay, so you're getting technical on the muscles. Now, and so when you're working out with somebody and they're new, what are some of the things that typically happen to people when they get started? Like, why do they quit? What's the reason most people you find that they quit?
I mean, the pain, pretty much.
The pain?
Yeah, the pain of it, or just working out in general.
So they can't handle just the basics of the working out.
Usually, yeah, sometimes.
Now, do you do some like reprogramming with these folks to kind of, because I look at it this way. It's like when you're like, all right, one more. So I, in my mind, are saying to myself, I'm doing one more because it's going to benefit me later today.
For sure.
And how's it going to benefit me? I don't know. Maybe later I got to move a table. Maybe later I got to pick up groceries.
You'll have more endurance, more strength.
Maybe later I got to do something. Here, when this flood happened.
For sure. There you go.
I had to like move bales of water and I'm by myself.
True.
Months earlier, I would have been passed out. I would have been dead. 100%. Right?
Yeah, it definitely keeps you in conditioned. Yeah. It keeps you conditioned.
But what was the decision that got you the master trainer? It was obviously based on the results that you were getting with the other people.
Just the results, just me showing up for them too. That was a big part of it.
Yeah.
For sure. Constantly watching their form like a hawk, pretty much.
And you know what? And the other thing is, I think people, it's easy. I know sometimes when I'm like, all right, I'm going to stop. So the other thing you do, you're cheerleading.
True, yeah.
Right?
Technically.
You're cheerleading and kind of like,
for sure.
Hey, give me one more. Let me get one more. And I guess it's part of the technique, right?
For sure. Yeah, you have to get them involved.
Sure. Yeah, because I really, again, my belief is I think when people start out, I think they're kind of, I believe when people start out, I believe that they are ready, willing, and able until the rubber meets the road.
True.
So how do you psychologically get people to like not give up? I know what's motivating me, but how do you get people that are like, they're showing up, they're going through the motions, but at the end of the day, they're still not committing to their own health?
I pretty much show them what they're capable of. Like right before they think they're not capable of, I'll bring them right there. And then I'll keep pushing after that.
Got it. All right. So bring them to the edge and keep going.
Yeah. So you can't discourage them. So you got to keep them, you got to let them know that they can do it.
Right.
Yeah.
So telling them they suck and they're never going to amount to anything.
No, I mean, sometimes
fat losers is not really a good idea.
Sometimes people do like that though.
I'm kidding. But I mean, if you work with a drill sergeant, you're in the army, right? You're going to do that.
Negative reinforcement sometimes helps.
And some people like that, right? Some people like that kind of like conditioning, So no matter what it is, look, I kind of want to, I'm going to kind of have you say the last word, but this is what I want to share with people as we kind of wind down. Health is wealth, right? My good friend Omar Periu, he was one of the founders of, what is now LA Fitness. And it started out like him as a trainer. Yeah. And he got around the right people that helped him get in on the business side, and he did tremendously well. But the one thing that I still know today, and he's in his late 60s, is he works out every day.
That's it.
And when we go into that gym every day, there's people in their 70s and their 80s, and they're every single day.
That's it.
So you said something at the beginning, it's consistency. you said something else that, to help people reach their potential, sometimes they need somebody to hold them accountable.
Of course, accountability. Definitely.
Yeah. And so, two things I want to share with you. We're going to do something special with Patient Zero. We're going to get to that at the end. But, Carlos, I want to just kind of talk to people for a moment. And maybe somebody's watching this. Maybe they've been thinking about working out with a trainer. Maybe they're just not like the way they look. Or maybe they're like, hey, I need somebody to push me to the next level. What would you say to somebody like that? What would you say to somebody like that to help them say, I'm ready to take the next step, to take control of my health?
Definitely, for sure. I mean, it all starts, that's where the first place it starts from, just that want. And then I'm here to pretty much guide them, whatever they need.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have like a certain goal you want to reach, either get bigger legs or just in general, just being leaner. You want to do like a marathon. I've had clients that they've done the Ironman too, getting ready for that specifically.
So it's first sitting down and establishing what your goals and objectives
pretty
are.
much the goals, yeah.
And then it comes to the plan.
Then the plan, boom.
And then what's next?
Plan/blueprint.
Blueprint. And the next phase is working the plan.
That's it. That's the fun part, though.
Right.
That's when it becomes fun.
And it is, because you start to see things happen that maybe you didn't see happen before.
Yeah. Oh, once you see your body change, that alone, it'll just inspire you.
Yeah, I totally believe it, because I think it has a psychological effect.
Definitely.
And I think most people who are on that journey, again, there's people in the gym that are they're on autopilot. I mean, we walked around the gym today and all these women, they're all 60s, 70s.
For sure.
who knows? But they're all doing all kinds of crazy exercises. Yeah. We'll call them the machine hogs, right?
For sure, that too.
A couple of machine hogs. But, hey, that comes with the territory.
Of course.
But I give them credit. They're in there every single day.
Yeah.
So to close out, if somebody wants to connect with you, they want to learn out more, they want to find out how, you can help them, transform themselves. How do they go and get a hold of you?
So I have Instagram. Yeah, I have an Instagram. It's VTG_fit. Yeah, you can find me there. You can also just, just send me a message. Yeah, to my phone number, 305-458-6211.
Okay.
Also have an email, carlos.garcia, 012@gmail.com.
Okay, great. So we'll have the links there below. Also, Carlos's information will be up on the Eric Stoller show, so you'll be able to get a hold of him. So I want to just leave you with this. Life is a journey and not a destination. And the number one thing that we can control is our health. I just saw this week, Dr. Ruth passed away at 96. Richard Simmons passed away at 76, the fitness guru. Sharon Doherty passed away at 53 from cancer. She died too young. Simmons probably died a little too young.
Yeah.
And at 96, you got to say, I lived a full life.
Not a great weekend, but.
So the sex therapist lived the longest.
Yeah.
The fitness guy lived 20 years later, and the actress, but she dealt with cancer, and he came back.
Yeah.
But again, even talking about that, we had a woman in here earlier, and she was talking about how she did certain things naturally that helped with cancer. And again, everybody's different, and I'm here to bring that up. But my main thing is to share with people that if you take control of your health, your relationships, your mindset, your pocket, your endurance, when you give up, you won't give up. Simple things, just walking from your house. Simple things like I want to go to a sporting event and I'm too out of breath to walk from one side of the parking lot to the other. Man, I went to one of the games and I was such out of shape. I had to call an EMT because I thought I was having an episode.
Oh, crazy.
Not anymore.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
So yeah,
Stuff,
I mean, and the last thing I just want you to kind of talk into is what? What's that? The last thing I want you to share into is talk about is the camaraderie, right?
Yeah.
How many people have you actually worked with? How many? It's got to be in the hundreds.
Hundreds, yeah.
Hundreds and hundreds of people.
Hundreds.
So I know sometimes when I go there, you have 3-4 people that are working out one after the other.
Yeah.
But let's talk about camaraderie, and I want you to talk about that because I know when you're at the gym, it's a community of people.
Definitely, yeah.
Right? We see the same people all the time. Like, what happened is so-and-so. If they're not
watching
there.
An episode of The Office.
Yes, it is like watching an episode of The Office, especially with the characters we get there
100%.
throughout the day.
It gets wild.
Talk a little bit about that, because if somebody's looking to plug in, they're sitting there, you know what? I don't know. I mean, I don't want to get off my assets, right?
For sure.
You know, talk about that for a moment, about the camaraderie and why they need to come to the gym. And I'm sure you'd probably provide them with a free pass
For sure.
if they want to come and
Oh,
check out.
100%. Yeah, they have like day passes, weekly passes, for sure.
Yeah, and I will even say this. I know I keep going over. Is with Patient Zero, we will set up times that if you want to come and join us for the workout, I'm going to pay for the workout, but you gotta compensate Carlos. You're going to give him a tip, but I will pay for it. And if you are serious, you show up. I'll post my time so you can show up at 6. We're working out tomorrow. What time? 6:30.
6:30 or 7, whichever is better.
6:30 or 7, right? I usually get up. Pretend we worked out at 8. It was a late day. You get my
Crazy.
point?
Yeah.
Start early, get yourself going, it'll make the rest of the day. So
Yeah.
talk about camaraderie and I'll zip it.
For sure. So camaraderie. Yeah, it just ends up feeling like a family. Once you've been in the gym so long, yeah, you start seeing the same people over and over. And you actually like build each other up too, because you see this guy doing like a set, you want him to do better, so you spot him, and then vice versa.
Yeah.
For sure. Definitely like a family in there.
I love it. And you know, I always see you're fist bumping everybody. Everybody, you know, it's real positive. You know, if we got a machine hogging away, you're good at going, hey bud, can we work in?
Yeah. I'm not a jerk. I try to
Yeah. You know, well, us New Yorkers, you kind of gotta like get in the way because we're too much like, hey buddy,
That's good though.
get off.
Sometimes you need it.
Yeah. It's like
sure.
our buddy Mike, you know, he's like, yeah, they were hogging machines all day.
For sure.
It's all good. All right.
Stuff, man.
I just want to thank you for doing this today.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. You're going to see
Sure.
more on Carlos. Carlos Garcia, master trainer, certified. Get a hold of him. You got all his information. We'll make sure it's available. And get a session. Change your life. This is Eric Stoller for the Eric Stoller Show, Patient Zero series here with Carlos Garcia. Thank you again.
Hey, buddy.
And make today your best day ever.